Órale, Cholo Trucker, Mas Movies and Shows, and here we got Beverly Hills Cop Part 4, número cuatro, or as they're going with it, Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. All right, so basically, man, Eddie Murphy is back as Axel Foley after so many years. It's been what, 30 years since his last one? Something like that, more or less. Um, so he's still a Detroit cop. He's still Axel Foley, man. He's still out there, bending the rules to get the bad guys, man, right? Out in Detroit. And he has a daughter, Jane, who does not have the last name Foley, but she goes by Saunders. And she's an attorney out in Los Angeles, in Beverly Hills to be exact. And she takes this case that puts her in danger, right? And all the old timers are back, man. You got, Billy Rosewood and Chief Tagger, and they're all back in the game. A lot older, obviously. Even Serge is back, right? So his old partner Rosewood, he gives Axel Foley's daughter this case, right? He's no longer with the force because he saw a lot of dirty stuff going on. Kevin Bacon's in this movie. Kevin Bacon does a really good job, man. I always like Kevin Bacon. Um, and it kind of puts Axel Foley's daughter in some pretty grave danger, right? Now, he and his daughter do not have a good relationship. They have a obviously long distance, estranged relationship. She has that, little bit of hatred for her father, right? Because he's not around, he's not doing his daddy due diligence, right? So, but he hears that she's in danger, so he goes out to Beverly Hills to go help her out. And they're trying to uncover the dirtiness that's going on in the case, right? They're trying to see, hey, wait a second, are cops involved? Are dirty cops involved in this case that you're trying to break through? And what's up with Rosewood, right? He goes missing, and it's like, hey, man, do they got Rosewood? I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but nonetheless, that's basically what the movie's about. At the same time, he's over there trying to mend the relationship with his daughter, and you also throw in her ex-boyfriend, right? Detective Abbott, who is also a police officer. And, you got the three team right there. So you got Axel Foley, you got his daughter, who he's trying to mend the relationship with, and you got her ex-boyfriend, Detective Abbott, which you can tell that there's still a little bit of love between the two, and Axel Foley is there in between the two of them as they're trying to crack this case, and they see how high it goes when you talk about dirty police officers and all. So yeah, um, I heard mainly bad things about this movie, and I heard a little bit of good things. I think I only heard two people say that it was good. They really enjoyed it. Most people said it was bad. Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm on both sides of it. Here's how. Okay. As a fan of Beverly Hills Cop, um, it was cool to watch it and just kind of relive a little bit of the old time thing, right? The nostalgia to it. Like I said, all the old characters are back, including Serge. Um, so that was cool. The story itself is pretty cool as well. Okay, I think it's a pretty good story. I like the addition of Kevin Bacon. I like Axel Foley, how immediately with a snap of a finger, he saw something was wrong. He was able to see that something didn't smell right, right from the start, right from the jump, right? The action in it is pretty cool and everything. However, some parts are just very cheesy, man. I don't know why you need to throw songs with lyrics when they're having a high-speed pursuit. You can just have music, like exciting music. I don't know why you need to throw lyrics. Every time I watch like so-called low-budget movies, that's one of the big things that's one of the big problems I have. They throw like this rock and roll music with lyrics in it. It's like, just have the music. Don't put the lyrics. It's like, why are you putting the lyrics? I think there was like 3 chases in this movie where there's full songs with lyrics on it. And it kind of takes you out. Now, some of the stuff seemed a little bit forced as well. It's like you're trying a little too hard to be the old Axel Foley a little bit. Some of the stuff seemed just a little bit clownish. Some of the stuff, like I said, seemed a little bit cheesy. Kind of took me out of the story for a second. Like I said, it's all bundled into one. Am I glad they made this movie? Um, yeah, sure, why not? I don't think this movie kills the franchise. At the same time, I don't really think it helped the franchise. I think it just helped people relive the franchise. Like I said, there was a good story to it, but some of the stuff was just a little too easy. You know, the very end, it's like, that's it. Like, wow, this guy was running this whole operation and you were able to take him out just like that. Um, but not just that, just certain parts of the movie, this just seemed just a little bit off. And Tagger and Rosewood, their chemistry, for one reason or another, I don't think was really there. You know, when there was the shootout and they were having the conversation in the house, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it, man. I'm not really feeling it with these guys. But look, nonetheless, cool, good. They made it there. You guys go check it out. It's on Netflix. The thing to me is the problem I see here is that now they're looking to make a part 5. Now, if they make a part 5, I think that is going to hurt the franchise. While this one, people may say it hurts the franchise, I'm not so sure it really does. Like I said, it doesn't really live up to all the other ones. Um, is probably the least entertaining of them all, but I thought it was just there to relive you know, the old days, man, right? And I thought it did a good enough job to do that. At the same time, it did a bad enough job to say, like, nah, we don't need any more. That's it. Just leave it. Just leave it alone. Now that they're going to make part 5, now I am kind of taking issue with it because this one right here, it didn't really hold its own weight the way the other ones did. Look, even part 3, I thought part 3 was really good. I really did, man. I thought part 3 was really, really good. One of my favorites. Probably my favorite of them all. That was in 94 or something. Like I said, I think it was like 30 years ago. It was probably my favorite of them all. But and this one's probably like my least favorite. It was okay. It was all right. You guys can go check it out if you guys like Beverly Hills Cop. So it was good and bad at the same time. We don't need a part 5, especially if it's going to be along this line. We've already seen what we need to see. Let's just move on, man. That is Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, part 4. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S. Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.